Into his other Welsh interest, Cardiff City. Neil Harris was unveiled as Neil Warnock's replacement during that international break, and after a short loan spell as a player, the former Millwall manager arrived citing unfinished business in the Welsh capital, and that got underway today with a lunchtime trip to Charlton Athletic.
Cardiff were known for fairly direct football at times, very direct football under Neil Warnock. Bon, heavily outnumbered, but he's done really well. Leko, and it's fired in by Gallagher. And English football's highest scoring teenager is at it again. Bon seemed to have no real opportunity to break into the penalty area, but he was so eager. Leko with the missed kick, but Gallagher arriving late does what he's been doing on so many occasions so far this season. Another Chelsea youngster continuing to sparkle, Conor Gallagher, with his 6th goal of the season. And Charlton's first shot puts them ahead. Gallagher again, but this time he loses out. Bakuna releasing Medine. Patterson makes the break from midfield in the centre, and he got the wrong side of Oshalaja. And he appeals for the penalty. Neil Harris will also have words. There may just have been contact to force the scoop shot in the end, and Cardiff may have been unlucky. It was a terrific break forward. Mendez-Laing just taking the wrong option again. Here is Bon. Now Ostuma. Gallagher sprinting forward in support. But it's down the centre for Leko! Charlton double their lead. And despite the change of manager, Cardiff's miserable run on the road looks set to continue. It was Ostuma with the thrust right down the centre. Gallagher this time the decoy. And Leko's shot fizzing past Neil Etheridge at the near post. But Charlton making the most of their opportunities. 2 shots on target, 2 goals. Bennett. Medine makes the run to the near post. The cross beyond him. Appeals for a penalty. And this time they are answered by the referee, Darren Bond. And there was a wrestling match going on at the far post, and Cardiff may have a route back into the game. A big moment right at the start of the second half. Junior Hoylett against Dylan Phillips. And it's saved by Phillips. A really poor penalty. And Cardiff spurned the lifeline. Hoylett made it very clear where he was going, got nowhere near the corner. Hoylett makes the run towards the near post, but it's a good recovery by Matthews to concede the corner. Pack with the delivery, rather flapped up by Phillips. Hoylett, Bakuna into the crowd, they can't dig it out. Mendez-Laing, and this time Cardiff do have their goal. And it's a first Cardiff goal under Neil Harris. And Charlton simply could not get the set piece clear. Bakuna with the shot into a flurry of bodies, and then it broke kindly for Mendez-Laing. And he made no mistake. And a couple of moments after Cardiff missed the penalty, they have now halved the deficit. Bakuna deflected, and somehow Phillips makes the save. Cardiff so close to an equalising goal. Medine with the dummy, Patterson. Mendez-Laing continues, and Medine will be penalised and shown the yellow card for simulation. Cardiff have already had 1 penalty in the second half. Medine was crumpling to the turf to try and win another here. Pack. Mendez-Laing. Then it's on the overlap, it's a good pullback. Tomlin! 2-2! Lee Tomlin comes off the bench with another key goal for Cardiff City. Neil Harris will be delighted with the character his side have shown. Then it with the cross in from the left. Charlton unable to deal with the overload. And Lee Tomlin, always capable of a moment of subtlety, through the legs of Oshalaja. Phillips unsighted. Neil Harris delighted.
They give everything, and they're crawling off the pitch there. Can't give no more, and to come away with a point, it just shows how far we've come. You know, we're fighting and competing against the top sides, and we're not disgracing ourselves for sure.
The character the boys showed second half, the belief they showed, the messages they took on at half time. You know, really pleased with that. I was disappointed to be 2 down half time. Felt a little bit sorry for ourselves half time. I didn't think it was a 2-goal swinging out. I thought both goals come from the counter attack. If anything, we were the better team. I'm delighted for the goal scorers. Lee Tomlin coming off the bench. You know what good player he can be in impact. So no, it's a positive. It's been a great week for us. You know, really pleased. I'm really pleased for the players today.
Sam, you don't want to go 2-0 down as a new manager, but it's not a bad script when you fight back to take a point.
No, I think he'll be really pleased tonight. 43% of the ball, 23 shots, shows you that this was, I don't know if it was a new Cardiff, but certainly an improved Cardiff from what they've churned out the last few weeks. So I think he was quick to make his changes as well, positive changes. And in the end, that was the thing that got them the point today at the Valley. Yeah, and Lee Tomlin was the man who delivered it. And you played with him, Adam?
Yeah, ability-wise, Tomo was as good a player as I've played with. Neil Harris will be really pleased. He's got players at that disposal to come off the bench and make a difference like he did in the end. Yeah, I mean, this is Bennett getting high and wide on the left-hand side, and we know Tomlin's done that throughout his career. You can't really give him that type of space. That was probably the one change that Harris actually made today, because he's been starting a lot of games under Neil Warnock. It was Patterson as a 10 today, but Tomlin coming on and having an effect. Charlton Athletic fans will be distraught. Every point's so important at the moment. We'll concentrate on that positives of the great start. And 2 players here I know you both want to talk about. You both watched the whole game. It was the early kick-off. Yeah, well, I was really impressed with the midfield diamond, Gallagher and Cullen in particular, and then Bon. He does really well here, gets past his man and he sets up the goal for Gallagher, and he's having a great season. I see a lot of similarities in his game that Lee Bowyer had. He's a real box-to-box number 8, and I think he's going to have a good career. Yeah, I mean, he's a top quality young player, and it was a bit of a stab in the dark, really, Charlton taking him in the summer. I think huge credit to Steve Gallen, who'd seen him, and he's been a revelation. And the comparison with Lee Bowyer is bang on, because I think he's got that licence to get in the box time and time again. And what I liked about that today was that was the only finish he could probably execute from that position, and quick as a flash, he's got his feet out. He's got a lot of good sides to his game as well. He'll put his foot in and he works hard, and I think he'll go a long way, yeah.